Are you a startup and do you plan to raise capital in the near future from an investor? You might think your product will seize the deal, or your product is so great that you can convince your investor to invest a ton of money. If that's the case, then you're wrong. Investors look more than just the product when they invest the money. The two main things, there are a lot of things, but the two main things that they look at is cash flow and systems. No investor wants the business to go home when the owner goes home at night, right? I mean, would you go ahead and invest in a business that runs only when the owner is there? I don't think so, right? The same is true with the investors. In this video, I'll share 7 business systems that you should start implementing to attract the investors of your choice. Hi, I am Harish, host of this channel and founder of easybizsystems.com. My goal is simple. I want to help small and medium businesses scale with business systems in ways they never imagined possible. And today's video is one of them. In this video, I'm going to share 7 business systems that will help you scale and also attract investors' money. So go ahead, subscribe to this channel and turn on the notifications, because I'm going to put a lot of content around scaling business systems and actually tools and strategies around how to implement business systems. So go ahead and subscribe to this channel. Now let's look at the business systems for small business. So as I said, you will learn 7 business systems for small business to attract the investors. Number 1 is accounting system. If you think the accounting is your accountant's job and you are only focused on your product, then you'll run into trouble. So you really need to have an accounting system, something in-house, before you actually outsource your accounting to an accountant. For example, you actually have, let's say you have a tool like QuickBooks or a Google Sheet or somewhere you record all the financial transactions. You are clear where the money is going and where you are spending. Once you know that, then you can actually outsource, give all the accounting or monthly returns and tax returns and stuff like that to an outsourced accountant. But first you need to have an accounting system within your business so that you record all financial transactions. Even if it is just like a notebook and a pen, you need to have that. The second one is sales systems. So when the biggest challenge for any new business is obscurity. So people don't know who you are, right? It doesn't matter how good your product is, how awesome your service is. If people don't know, they can't buy from you. So what you have to do is you have to have a sales system which has specific goals and measures for all activity. It could be a full-scale CRM product, or it could be Google Sheets, anything like that. But you should have a system in place where you know exactly which accounts you're targeting, which leads you're chasing, and what are your goals for the month, and how are you planning to achieve them. So you need to have that specific set of goals and measures with a sales system as well for your small business. The third one is marketing system. So it is common that you get a lot of marketing advice when you start your own business. Like people say, hey, do those flyers, put a hoarding, a billboard, invest in social media marketing. You get all kinds of ideas and advices or suggestions from people who are already in business. The challenge is you need to have a very specific outcome that you want to achieve for each marketing activity, and also a specific budget that you need to that you want to spend, and then the way to calculate the return on investment. See, for example, billboards. If you put a big billboard on a highway or on a busy traffic road, those boards or big signs are for brands that are well established. It's not for a new business. if it is a Coca-Cola, right, or McDonald's, people will recognize it. But you are or business, small business owner, don't have that kind of recognition, and just putting it on, spending like a 50,000 rupees or $2,000 on a billboard won't help you, because you can't calculate the return on investment. Because how can you tell the people who came to your store actually came by looking at the billboard, right? So, and also, is your transaction value high enough to justify the cost of the billboard that you set up? So that you have to be very clear and on the outcome from your marketing activities, and you actually have to go ahead and make sure you spend your money wisely, and you actually have a system in place. So it could be as simple as a spreadsheet, right? Have a marketing activity. In the first column, you can have a marketing activity. Second column, you can have the money invested, and third, the outcome that you want, and fourth, the results. So you can measure what's working and what's not working. So that's marketing system. The fourth one is support system. Now, as a new business, you get new clients and you start serving them. Then they may have questions, they may have challenges using your product or a service. Then you need to have a support system in place to address those challenges, to help them, to walk them through the product or service since they are new to it. So you need to have a support system in place and offer immediate response, like ASAP response. So they know that you are there to help them, guide them, and advise them when necessary. So you really need to have a support system in place from the beginning. And also, you also need to treat every customer as $1 million customer. What I mean by that is, if that customer can bring, you have to treat them in a way that they can bring $1 million from, in referrals, or for their own from their own repurchases, something like that. So you really need to treat every customer like $1 million customer. The fifth one is referral system. Don't confuse word of mouth with referral system. Word of mouth happens automatically when you do give a more than what you are asked for. People will go ahead and spread a word about you, which is good. But that is not under your control, right? You can't ask anyone to go ahead and tell unless you have a referral system in place. So what you do is, you can sense if the customer is happy with your service or not. I'm sure if you are into business, you are committed to deliver more than you're expected to your clients or customers. So once they are happy, what you ask is, you should have a system in place to ask for a referral, who would actually go ahead and give us the referral immediately by giving the phone number, email, or whatever it is that you need. So you need to have a referral system in place, rather than going ahead and just waiting for the word of mouth to work, right? So that's number 5, referral system. The sixth is the daily operation systems. So you really need to have operation systems for as simple as getting or delivery of water, if you are drinking water, or mail, or parcels or packages. So you need to have operation systems where you keep track of all the daily activities, like time in and time outs, supplies, then your cleaning people. Everything should be part of this operation system. Like, how do you answer email, voicemail, how do you call clients, so what do you greet them, right, to begin with. So you need to have all those pieces in place as an operation systems, that your business will run day in and day out. So it should so let's say they call one number and they get one kind of response, which is pretty good, and they call another number that you have, and if they get an entirely different response, that means you really don't have a system in place on how to greet visitors, or how to answer the telephone, right? So you need to have a daily operation system, so your business looks integrated, your business looks as if it's a professional place to come. So that's something you have to focus on. And finally, you need to have the learning and development system. What I mean by that is, a company's biggest asset is its people, right? If without the employees, your company won't even exist, right? And it won't scale. it can exist because that's how it was built in the first place. But the thing is, your people are your biggest asset, so you really need to make sure you invest, and so that they feel motivated, like courses or trips or whatever it is. You have to invest in them so they feel motivated, engaged, and produce better results. And as a word of caution, there are always people in the team who really don't get it. Like, they don't really understand what is expected from them, and they keep on just being lazy. So those people, you can try to coach them, and if that doesn't work, it's better to let them go. So you can actually invest in people who are really engaged and really interested in taking the offering that you have around learning and training and self-improvement within the organization. So that is another system that is really important to scale your company or organization. So I hope this video is really helpful for you to understand what are the 7 systems that at least you should begin building, so you can really scale your business to the next level. Thank you. Are you a startup, and do you plan to raise capital in the near future from an investor? You might think your product will seize the deal, or your product is so great that you can convince your investor to invest a ton of money. If that's the case, then you're wrong. Investors look more than just the product when they invest the money. The two main things, there are a lot of things, but the two main things that they look at is cash flow and systems. No investor wants the business to go home when the owner goes home at night, right? I mean, would you go ahead and invest in a business that that runs only when the owner is there? I don't think so, right? The same is true with the investors. In this video, I'll share 7 business systems that you should start implementing to attract the investors of your choice. Hi, I am Harish, host of this channel and founder of EasyBizSystems.com. My goal is simple. I want to help small and medium businesses scale with business systems in ways they never imagined possible. And today's video is one of them. In this video, I'm going to share 7 business systems that will help you scale and also attract investors' money. So go ahead, subscribe to this channel and turn on the notifications, because I'm going to put a lot of content around scaling business systems and actually tools and strategies around how to implement business systems. So go ahead and subscribe to this channel.